Hello. I am Monifa Andrew. I am a line producer at Bron Digital right now, and I am currently based in Vancouver. As you can tell from my accent, I am from the UK. I'm from London, and I was very panicky after university. I was like, what am I going to do with my life? Pretty much, which most of us do. My sister was a runner at DNEG in London, and she was like, you should do production, you should get into it, and you should go, you love films. So I started in that process, interviewed, became a runner, which requires washing dishes and collecting post and all such things. And luckily for me, I was running for about a week, which is great. And I became a production assistant on John Carter of Mars. And I was in the animation department, so I was thoroughly thrown in to the visual effects process as well as animation. Going through all of that, started with sends and learning the pipeline and such. And then I stayed at DNEG in London for about 4 years, where I was production assistant and then coordinating. There was an opportunity for myself and a large group of us to move over to Vancouver as they opened up a studio there. So I jumped on that chance because Vancouver is a very beautiful place if anyone hasn't been. Then from there, I continued on shows, worked on stuff from like Interstellar to Snow White and the Huntsman and Fantastic Beasts. And then you go up and you continue on in production. So I was coordinating for about 4 years. I really loved coordinating. It was my jam. It was going to talk to people, setting out certain schedules and such. It was a really good way as well of involving yourself in the pipeline and knowing exactly what was going on with every department, And then I continued on as a line producer and a production manager. Production manager was great. I continued and took a break from shows after that point. I finished, I think it was First Man, and I decided I would love to take a bit of a site role. So I left and became a central production manager and dealing with overall site-wide responsibilities with the facility, with crewing shows and such. It's great to be on the floor. It's also good to know exactly what happens behind the scenes and, knowing exactly how these things are done when everything gets placed, which was great. It was so informative. But I missed shows, as most people do. You get stuck in the trenches, and then when you get out, you're like, actually, I don't mind it down there. So I went back and I was producing. I produced Star Trek Discovery Season 3, which was phenomenal. My mum was very, very happy. She's a Trekkie. So I continued there. And then recently, as of the last year and a half, I have been a line producer at Bron Digital. I'm working on an animation project, which is fantastic, yes. With the technology and with the way that we grow within this industry, obviously, it's very much about the new thing and what is out there and absorbing that information. So I've been heavily involved with Unreal Engine right now, which is awesome. It's super, super exciting. So yeah, that's a bit about me. I feel like people, which sounds a bit silly, but when you're working with people and they just have these ideas in terms of, I don't know, scripts or codes, or even the process of something coming out from art department and then it coming all the way into completion, that inspires me because it's seeing the process all along. Sometimes we always say, oh, we're a cog in the system. We're just, we're there just churning along. But then, when you see the end project, it is phenomenal. So that inspires me. And the people that work on it, everyone is so passionate about the work that they do. And especially I think in the industry, a lot of us have come from that very secular background, maybe as a kid or as a child, not necessarily being the popular one. And this is the area that we all thrive in. So being with kindred spirits as well really inspires me. My younger self, you did it perfectly. No. I think what I would tell her is, don't feel like you can't do things instantly, and don't be so down on yourself. Believe in yourself, if anything, you know, to quote The Wiz. Like, believe completely in yourself, because I found sometimes, I don't know, there's a promotion or something comes up, I go, oh, I don't know if I can do it. I don't think I can do it. And how are you going to know how to do something that you haven't done before? That's the definition of a promotion. That's the definition of starting a new job. So believe in yourself. And I would say that to my younger self. I'd say that to myself today. It's a continuous thing that I feel like we all need to uplift ourselves from. And sometimes hearing it from yourself isn't great. So also listening to others, even when they're your family members. My sister tells me this continuously. She's also in the industry, and sometimes like, you're just saying that because you're my sister. So believe in yourself and listen to others as well.
That is great. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. It's so fantastic. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep you on the line because we've had parallel lives. I want to hear all about it. But no. That's it. Thank you.